But he's calling it, he didn't, of course, he's not going to call it America. He's calling it just Babylon the Great. In other words, he's saying it's going to be a different Babylon, but it's going to be like old Babylon.
Well, it's describing us like when we came out of Egypt,
right,
and we came to the new Egypt.
Right, exactly. So same thing, right, with Egypt. America's modern day Egypt. Taking on what? All the old Egyptian ways and corruption and abomination and idol gods. Okay, that's what America does. All right? And so the Lady of Kingdoms, and we brought that out last week concerning in Revelation, right? Who's that Lady of Kingdom? The Lady of Kingdoms? Well, the Roman Catholic Church, again, the brother brought it out, the Roman Catholic Church really run everything, right? So the Roman Catholic Church is that Lady of Kingdom. America is just under the Roman Catholic Church. And so when you go to Revelation 17.
You holding this, Isaiah?
Yeah, you're going to hold that real quick. Revelation 17 and what is it, 1? Yeah, 1. 17 and 1. Who got it?
Revelation chapter 17, verse 1. There came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Lady of Kingdoms. So now the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. So now you might say, okay, that's America, and that is America too. But America is under who? The Roman Catholic Church, which is the main whore. The Roman Catholic Church just sends America to do its whoredom for it. Understand? But it's the Roman Catholic Church. Come? So what's the characteristic of a whore?
She in bed with everybody.
Right. She's in bed with everybody. Or tries to get you or encourage you to buy into her. So that's what the Roman Catholic Church has done. Using America, Britain, and all the other countries to do its dirty work. And to go to these nations to do what? Buy into the Roman Catholic Church. And so that's where these nations, that's where the Roman Catholic Church is. We'll take care of that. But you got to bring in the homosexuals. You got to bring in the Democratic way. You got to celebrate Christmas. You got, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff, right? This is what they do. They've been doing it for years. And that country said, no, I don't want to do that. I want to bring that. Okay, are you sure you don't want to do it? Because, we'll destroy you. We'll take your leadership away. We'll bring in somebody else. And that's what they do sometimes, right? Because some of these countries said, no, we're not doing it. So what does America do? They set up a patsy. They set up somebody else. Over there in Ukraine, you think that little Jewish boy, what's his name, Zelensky? He's a comedian. He's an actor. Yeah. He's nothing. So what is he? A patsy. He's somebody that America is using. NATO in America and the Roman Catholic Church using.
Slovakia, they got the Klitschko brothers as generals in the army.
Right.
The bosses.
Right. It's a sham.
They generals in the army.
In what country?
Ukraine.
Ukraine, yeah. They're Ukrainian. But you really think they're going to make a difference? Russia got one of the top militaries in the whole earth. Okay? So, and Putin is not foolish. He knew that America wanted to put nuclear bombs over there. So Putin said, nope, not over here, you ain't doing it. I'll invade the country before you even do it. So he knew what NATO and America was up to. He understood it and went over there and said, okay, I'm taking over the country. And Putin don't care how long it takes. He just, as long as he's there, America and NATO can't come in, right? As long as he's there. So he don't care how long it takes. Understand? So that's the strategy behind that. But still, this is how the Roman Catholic Church, this is how they practice. So they're whores. The whore that sits upon many waters is the Lady of Kingdoms into every nation. You set up your religion, you set up your philosophy, you set up your politics. And that's why the Most High call them the whore that sitteth on all waters. Waters represent nations. Go ahead, up.
With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
Haven't they committed fornication? They laid with her. Right? They bought into her. Okay, going up.
And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
And what's the wine? Does it mean actual wine? Yeah, their philosophies. Their politics. Because didn't Obama go over there and say, look, you got to go homosexual. Right? And some of these nations, you gotta accept the virus. You know what we're talking about, right? You gotta accept it. Some of these nations said, no, we're not accepting that. What did they do? All of a sudden, these leaders started dropping dead like flies.
Come.
Some of them didn't want to take the solution, right? Some of these countries' leaders didn't want to take it. They said, no, we'll heal our people our own way. What happened? All of a sudden, that leader is dead.
Right, it's more than Haiti.
Yeah, one Haiti
gone.
Gone. What happened? You can figure it out. What happened? Right? And a lot of African leaders too.
Yeah.
Gone, dropped dead out of nowhere. See? So this is what they do. They force you. So they committed, but some of them accepted it. So they committed fornication with her. Going up.
So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Right.
So now this woman is riding a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy. This is the Antichrist. So the Antichrist is going to come in the last days, and the woman, the whore, is going to be sitting on top. Meaning the whore is going to follow. Okay. The Antichrist, because the beast is going to be the one who's going to lead all these nations, and his philosophy, his politics, and everything. All these nations are going to follow the Antichrist. So even the Roman Catholic Church in the last days is going to follow the Antichrist, the beast. Has 7 heads. The 7 heads are the ones you read about in the Bible. Egypt was an empire. That's a head. That was a head, right? You have the Assyrian Empire. That was a head, right? You have, remember, you read the history. Babylonian Empire. That was a head, right? The Persian Empire. That was a head, right?
Greek.
Yeah, the Greek Empire. That was a head, right? The Roman Empire. That was a head, right?
Sub-Saharan.
Okay. Now you bring them up to date. You have the Ottoman Empire. That was a head, right? Okay. And then you got the 8th that cometh out of the 7. How about that? The scriptures say about the 8th that come out of the 7 heads, which it brings itself to the Renaissance, which America and of course the nations that come together under the Antichrist is trying to bring back what? The 7 that the 8th that's coming out of the 7, which is the Renaissance, the relived Roman Empire. Revived Roman Empire. That's what they're trying to do. In these last days, they're trying to bring back Rome, but under the Antichrist, the beast. Come.
Would that be the horn, the little horn that came out of the horn? That's
Yeah.
what you're speaking of?
Yeah, come. They're trying to bring it. They're trying to revive it. And this is why they call it. They're calling it global New World Order, globalization, because they're trying to revive the Roman Empire, but they want to bring it global. And they want to have one leader. That leader is the beast, the Antichrist. Okay? And then those are the 7. Then it says the 10 horns. With the 10 horns are the 10 leaders that the beast is going to choose to run the whole earth.
That's the 10 common markets, right?
No. It's just 10 leaders, because the European common market is not 10. It's more than 10.
No.
So, but some of those 10 leaders might come out of the common market nations, but it's just those European common market nations are going to be ran by the beast and the 10 horns. And the 10 horns, as you read about in 15? 17:12. Go jump to 12 verse.
Verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings.
Now who are they?
10 kings.
Who are they?
10 kings.
The beast is going to choose 10 kings to run the whole earth. It's already done. It's already really a done deal. They got it already divided up into 10 regions, the whole earth. It's already done. It's just a matter of now they got to pick the 10 kings who they're going to rule. along with the beast. The beast is going to be head over all of them. But these 10 kings who the beast is going to choose, the Antichrist is going to choose, are going to run 10 regions of the whole earth. Global New World Order. Okay, this is what they're headed for. Okay, go on up.
12. Go back to
You read the whole 12?
no. Which have received no kingdom as yet,
See, they didn't receive no power yet. Okay, go on.
but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
See, 1 hour with the beast. Now, of course, an hour with the Most High could be what?
1,000 years.
Right, 1,000 years. But so, we know this is going to happen during the tribulation period, meaning when the seals are broken in Revelation 6, those seals are broken, only broken by Yahushua. Then you're entering into the 7-year tribulation period. So we're not in that period yet. Because why? That's going to be a time of Jacob's trouble. Do our people look like they're in trouble now? Hell no. Our people live good out here in America. But not when the 7-year tribulation period comes. It's going to be death, destruction, and bloodshed coming. Okay? Most of us there's going to be 1,000 on your right side, 1,000 on your left side, dropping dead. Bloodshed on a high level. Are we at that level now? Do our people have a sense of urgency now? Do they care about it? No. Wait till the tribulation period comes. They're going to be running in here and running into these different camps and stuff for the truth.
Be looking for the men of the Lord.
They're going to be looking for the men of the Most High to teach them the truth. Right? Out of fear. That's what's coming. So you may say, oh, there's a few of us in here now. Wait, let's keep waiting. That's why I said, be patient. It's coming. Okay? So the seals only can be broken by Yahushua. So the seals are not broken. The first seal is who? The beast. First seal is the coming of the Antichrist. That's the first seal. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Do you remember at the time of the turning of 2000 when everybody was worried and
It was Y2K, yeah, that was it.
and everybody was just joining the churches and
But showing you right, even that example was showing you how everybody was afraid.
Yeah.
Everybody was scared, and that's when more brothers started coming into the truth and everything, right? But then the Most High said, nope. That's why he said, watch as well as pray,
Come.
because you may think it's coming now. The Most High said, nope. He said it might be the first trumpet. Nope. It might be the second. It might be the third. That's why he said you don't know when. He said just watch as well as pray. But he did say what? When you see the times of the end signs coming, know that the end is near, even at the door. He said you know when it's going to rain. You know when it's going to snow. You know when the seasons come. So know the signs of the times now. So we know we're in the end.
that includes the prophecy.
That
right?
includes prophecies,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so it says, okay, go ahead, Gamaliel, 13.
Verse 13. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
See what the 10 are going to do? That's why you read about in Daniel, the 2nd chapter, about the last beast, which is the Roman Empire. There were 4 beasts that Daniel had seen that were going to rule, right? Babylon, Persian Mede Empire, Greek Empire, and Roman Empire. See, the Roman Empire was going to be most vicious of all, which we are in today. This is an extension of the Roman Empire. Okay?
Daniel 7:20.
Yeah, and it was going to rule with iron, right? And it said, but it was going to be partly strong and partly weak. Okay? Part of it is going to be like iron, the other part is going to be like clay. Iron and clay can't mix. But then Daniel he's seen the toes of it. He's seen from the head to the toes. The head was Babylon, and then of course the upper body was the Persian Empire, then the thighs and stuff was the Greek Empire, then of course the toes was the Roman Empire. But he said, how many toes everybody have? 10. Those toes represented what's going to come in these last days and who's going to rule the 10 regions of the earth. And this is why you got to go back to Revelation to understand who are these 10 guys. And he just read they are 10 kings that the beast is going to give power. But these 10 kings, and they're going to be 10 kings, meaning up there, you know, like Chaldeans, up there like Illuminati, elite. They're going to be 10 elite. Some of the elites that you don't never hear about. You may hear of some, but some of these elites that you never heard of.
Shit, the people that's controlling the money, we don't really never hear
You
about.
don't know about them. And you think the one that you hear about, you think they're powerful. They're nothing. It's the ones you don't hear about. Or some of these kings. Okay? And so it says in 13 he just read, they're gonna give they have one mind. What is their one mind? They're gonna give all their power unto who? The Antichrist. This is why we're gonna read, they're gonna do away with the Roman Catholic Church. They're going to do away with all churches and philosophies. Why? Because they want everybody to do what? Bow down to the devil, the beast, the Antichrist. You're not going to need, now you're going to, they're looking at it, we don't need no churches now. We only did that to deceive people. But now that their leader is on the scene, they're going to say they want everybody to bow down to the leader, which is the beast. Understand? So this is what they're going to do. They'll give all their power. He going to run the whole earth. All their power unto the beast. So go ahead, Up.
These shall make war with the land.
With who?
With the land.
Who is that?
Yahushua.
Come.
So it's showing you they're gearing up to make war with Yahushua. This is why their nuclear bombs and all their ray guns and everything they got.
Space Force.
And everything.
What's Space Force?
Space Force, they started a Space Force so they could go to war with any alien that may come inside the atmosphere.
Yeah, they said it's a whole
On
bunch
the
of
hat, if you
UFOs
look
in the space right now. That
Yeah, it is.
That they watching.
Yeah, on the actual hat, if you look at it, it's a spaceship, and then it got like two forms of dust coming off of the spaceship, and you turn it upside down, it got a star. It's actually, they had a Baphomet on it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So some of their nuclear bombs they have faced out, going out of space. Why are you going to face your satellites and your nuclear bombs going out? Who are they? Who are they, waiting for?
Got in this book and found out something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they know Yahushua is coming back. And then, of course, they got their nuclear bombs faced towards the earth. So, but they're going to fight Yahushua. They know that Yahushua is coming. So they're getting prepared for that battle. Okay? But they don't know Yahushua eat nuclear bombs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So nuclear bombs ain't going to do nothing. Right.
So who do y'all think is these UFOs they watching? What do they think? What do you?
No, they know who it is.
Because they say they watching like 10 UFOs.
Yeah.
Right now.
Well, just like, what does the military do? They got to prepare, right? So doesn't Yahushua have the military up there? So does he prepare? He prepared too.
Chariots.
They prepare too. They practice. Remember we were saying about practice? The angels practice too. See, we're the only one that don't do nothing, man. We just, we understand? They follow the commandments. They do the law, statute, commandments. They do the high holy days up there and everything. We're the only one down here ain't doing nothing.
I got a precept.
That's why we in the condition we in. See, so Yahushua even practices his military. They rehearse. Because war coming.
I
Yeah.
got a precept on that. Just said about the angels.
Yeah.
Psalms 103:20.
Yeah, you read it right
Bring it
quick.
out.
Go, bring it up.
It says, bless the Most High, ye, his angels, that excel in strength,
They excel in strength. Go ahead.
that do his commandments,
Do his commandments. Go ahead.
hearkening unto the voice of his word.
Right. So you hear they do his commandments, right?
Angels.
So if they do the commandment, what's wrong with us?
We all.
We are. Okay, it goes to show you. Okay. All right. Go back to 14. Demaria.
14. And the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is Lord of lords and King of kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful.
The angels. They that are with him are called, and some of us too, right?
Where you at?
Yeah, Revelation
17, 14, it's like
right? And I got news for you. Some of us are going to be with Yahushua too, especially the 144,000 that you read about, right? 12,000 men out of each tribe. It's coming with Yahushua too. You read that and read the book of 2nd Esdras, right? Okay, go ahead, Op.
Verse 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples, and multitudes, and nations, and tongues.
So where's the whore sit? Amongst peoples, nations, tongues, other nations. Con? The Roman Catholic Church. Along with America, Britain, and Europe, NATO. Understand? They're all under the Roman Catholic Church. Going up.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
Why would the 10 horns, these 10 kings, hate the whore? The Roman Catholic Church. Remember, this is what John is seeing in the vision now. John got to try to explain what he's seeing. He's seeing that these 10 kings, who the beast is going to give power, is going to all of a sudden turn its back on the whore, the Roman Catholic Church. Why would they do that? When they are part of what the whores,
No longer needed.
they no longer need the Roman Catholic Church. Because why? The beast is on the scene. They don't need the Roman Catholic Church no more. That's just set up to deceive people. So yeah, even the Roman Catholic Church is being used by the beast, by the Antichrist. Come? By Satan. Even they being used. How about that? So they're going to hate the whore. And in that movie, Angels and Demons, you see Tom Hanks, a movie called Angels and Demons. Look it up. You can probably go on YouTube and look it up. In that movie, it showed that they dropped a nuclear bomb on the Roman Catholic Church. And it, you know, when I looked, I said, why would they drop a nuclear bomb on their church? Their church. Now, when you read the scriptures, you see why. In the end, they're not going to need the Roman Catholic Church. And we're talking about the Vatican now. They're going to drop a nuclear bomb on the Vatican.
So like in the new Fast and the Furious, in the preview of the movie, they got a bomb headed towards the Vatican, and they trying to stop it from going there.
Going there, yeah. So why are they giving all these hints that the Vatican is going to be destroyed?
It's always in the movies.
Yeah.
Always in
They
the
show
movie.
you a lot of stuff.
Yeah. They're not going to need them no
Who
more.
runs the movies? The same people that's involved. All that stuff that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's that going to do with all the other churches? It's going to destroy them because the Roman Catholic Church is the ones that put out all the other philosophies. Muslim, that's the Roman Catholic Church. The Muslim religion came out of the Roman Catholic Church. Of course, Christianity, Jehovah's Witnessism, okay? Even the Jewish, so-called Jewish religion came out of the Roman Catholic Church.
The whole Planet of the Apes.
Everything,
was
yeah.
the whole story of Moses.
Right. Everything came out of them. So that means
Yeah, the Genesis
once
thing.
they destroy the Vatican, all the other, everything else from that is going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
So where's going to be your Christian church at? Your Baptist church and all that? Your Methodist, your Pentecostal, nowhere. It's finished. Going up.
Verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
Wow. So that last one, burn her with fire, meaning they're going to use something to destroy it completely. Of course, that's the only thing they can do. That is a nuclear bomb, because the Vatican City is an actual entity within itself. It has its own, it coins its own money, has its own military corps, engineering. It's a city within a city. Come?
Good.
So they're going to probably take a small nuclear device and just, boom, drop it right on top of it. That's going to be it. So it's going to be something up. You're talking about the tribulation period. All this is going to happen. And read that last one.
Verse 17. Verse 16 again.
You read 17?
No.
No, read 17.
For Yahweh hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will.
So the Most High put it in the spirit of them, these 10 kings and the beast and Antichrist, to fulfill his will. So really, who's in charge? Who's running the thing? Most High.
Good.
Okay? So, how are we in the kingdom of heaven? Right? And this didn't happen yet. Remember we were saying earlier about the other brothers are saying they're in the kingdom of heaven. How are we in the kingdom? This didn't happen yet.
Yeah.
Did this happen? No, it didn't happen yet. Okay, so go ahead. So it's going to happen, right? Go ahead.
How can you be in the kingdom of heaven and people still dying?
All right, that's what we're saying. You know, that's what we don't understand why they're making that claim, but you know, again, this is how some of our people get thrown off, and their pride doesn't allow them to see the truth. Understand? Okay, go ahead, up.
And to agree, and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled.
See that? They're going to agree with the beast because, as you know, most I said, if Satan be divided, how can he stand?
Come.
Satan be divided against Satan, how can he stand? So even in the ranks of the Illuminati, there's division. Even in the ranks of Esau's world, there's division, right?
Come.
Most I say, well, how can they stand? But it's because the only thing that's keeping them up now is that the fulfillment of prophecy has to come to pass. So the Most High's bringing them down slowly but surely because his prophecy, the Most High's word has to come to pass. Because other than that, Esau is pretty much destroyed now. But because of the Most High's prophecy got to come to pass and everything has to happen, that's the only reason why they're still held up. Okay? All right, go ahead up.
And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
And the Vatican City. Con?
Come.
They reign. I know, oh, it's America. Well, yeah, it is America too, but it's the Vatican first and foremost, then America, then you name all the other cities and all the other countries that are joining with the Roman Catholic Church, but it's the Vatican City, because that's the horror.
Yeah, it is the horror, and
Yeah.
subliminally it's the horror too because they took the image of Semiramis and they put it in the Catholic Church, and it went in there. It became the Madonna, which is so-called Virgin Mary and Mary worship, and then it came over here and it became the Statue
Right.
of Liberty or Aphrodite,
Right.
and then they put it in the comic books and it's Wonder Woman. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, so that was it on that. I hope you got that. Okay, well, go to Isaiah 49 and 20.
Yeah, 49 and 20.
Yeah. The book of Isaiah, chapter 49, verse 20. The children which thou shalt have after thou hast lost the other shall say again in thine ears, the place is too strait for me. Give place to me that I may dwell.
Go ahead.
Then shalt thou say in thine heart, who have gotten me these seeing?
Begotten. Yes.
Salakia, who have begotten me these seeing? I have lost my children, and I am desolate, a captive, and removing to and fro. And who have brought up these? Behold, I was left alone. These were had they been.
Yeah. So this is Isaiah, right? Prophesying, right? So he's saying, then shalt thou say in thine heart, who hath begotten me these seeing? I have lost my children, right? And am desolate, a captive. See, even the prophets went through, right? They went through hell along with the people, right? Always throughout history, the Most High brought in, when he ordained a man to be a prophet, they always went through what the people were going through. So if the people went through into captivity, the prophet went along with them. See? If the people were brought to desolation, well, the prophet is brought along with them. He's still a prophet, but brought down with them. Come? Sometimes the prophet goes to jail. Jeremiah was in jail, right? Sometimes the Most High allowed a prophet be taken and put to death, right? So this is Isaiah expressing the same thing, right? And then he's saying a captive and removing to and fro. Don't some of us feel like that? Mm-hmm. You just, Most High said, even be like pilgrims in the earth today, moving to and fro. I think in the last 30 years, I probably moved about 20 times. I didn't want to, but it just happened that way, right?
Huh.
You know? And who has brought up these? Behold, I was left alone. Right? These, where had they been? Okay, go ahead, up.
Verse 22. Thus saith Yahweh thy power, behold, I will lift up mine hand to the Gentiles, and set up my standard to the people. And they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders.
See what's going to happen to us in these last days? Even the Gentiles are going to say, you are an Israelite. Most High said, I'm going to cause them, the nations are going to realize those that are Jews, the real Israelites, they're going to bring them to Mount Zion. And say, we see if the Most High is with you. And they're going to bring our sons and daughters and our people to Mount Zion as a blessing to the Most High, hoping that they would get blessed for bringing, right? That's going to happen in these last days too.
Which the false so-called Israelites perpetrate.
That are perpetrate.
1948.
Right, exactly.
I got a precept.
Go ahead,
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 8, verse 23. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that Yahweh is with you.
There you go. And that's going to manifest itself, huh?
What's that, Zechariah?
Zechariah 8 and 23.
That Zach, with C or P?
With the Z. Zechariah.
No,
C.
C or P.
See,
Okay.
So they're gonna realize the Most High is with you and you only. And so some of our people that are in the four corners of the earth, those nations, whatever regional land that they're in, some of those people and those nations are gonna bring Israelite sons and daughters, as a blessing to Mount Zion. Okay? And they're gonna say, we here at the Most High is with you. Right? That's going to manifest itself too. And then it's going to tell you in 23rd verse, Yakanan, 49:23.
Verse 23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am Yahweh. For they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
Right, see? So now they're going to go into captivity. And you're going to have nannies of the Gentiles going to serve you. Men that were once kings and princesses in this earth are going to serve you now.
Come.
How about that, huh? Most High going to turn it all around. And the fact that the Most High said it's going to happen. It will happen. See? So it's high time now for us to wake up and realize that. This is 2:45, y'all.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, I can bring out one more.
Go ahead.
Okay. Isaiah 63 and 1.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 63, verse 1. Who is it that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Right, so who is that? Hamashiach Yahushai.
Come.
What is Edom? Edom is the land, that's Mount Seir. That's the land that was given to white folk. Put it like that. It was given to Esau. Come.
Come.
When you read the scriptures. That was the land. Today it's called Petra. Right. And let's look it up. That was the land south of Israel. Okay, come. When you look on an ancient map, you will see Israel, and then south of it you will see Mount Seir, the land of Edom. It was a range of mountains. It was a range of mountains. Remember, he's still a cave dweller. He was always a cave dweller, even in Mount Seir.
They call it Petra.
Petra today, yeah.
it's hewn in the mountain.
Huh?
It's hewn in the mountain.
Yeah, it's hewn in the mountain.
It's a range of mountains south of Israel called Mount Seir. It's called Petra today. But it's really Mount Seir, Edom. Huh?
That's what Esau's from.
That was the land that was given to him. Yeah, come. Okay.
It's also synonymous when mentioning Mount Seir. Like when we're mentioned as Mount Zion, they're mentioned as Mount Seir.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. So why it says, who is that coming from Edom? Meaning Yahushua is going to dye his garments. And what color is his garment going to be?
Red.
Red, with bloodshed. Okay, so Yahushua meaning because Mount Seir is pretty much in it's south of Israel, but pretty much in Israel. Right. So Yahushua is coming to destroy. And now Edom, all right, Edomites are everywhere now, right? So Yahushua is coming to destroy them. Okay, the ones that are left are going into slavery. Come.
Come.
All right, and is a power travailing in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. That's Yahushua, right? Come. Now read the second verse.
Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel,
Blood. Red man's going to be bloodshed. Go on.
and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine
His
vat.
whole garment's going to be stained with blood. So Yahweh is going to start out as a spiritual war. It's coming down to what? Physical. So Yahweh is showing you he's going to get physical.
He's going to stomp them into wine.
Yeah, he's going to stomp them out. And he said, we are his battle axe and weapons of war, so we're going to get physical with Yahweh. He said, Judah shall fight in Jerusalem. Oh, the scripture says we come with a two-edged sword in Jerusalem, right? We're going to march into it and take it over. You think they're going to just let us take it over? No, there's going to be a war there, huh?
Said he's going to bend the bow Judah and fill it with Ephraim.
You feel? Yeah.
We're gonna deal.
So we're gonna be his battle axe. Weapons of war, huh? We coming to fight.
I got a precept for that. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters,
There you go.
and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks. For my eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes.
Right.
And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land. They have filled mine inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things.
Right. That's talking about Esau.
Come.
These other nations have taken over the land. All right.
They say we're going to hunt them on every mountain, and
Every
we're going to pull
mountain.
them out their holes.
Right.
That means all them bunkers and stuff that they making, we're going
Right.
to snatch them up out them bunkers, and they're going to go into slavery.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. And read that last part. That's it.
This on
Yeah. 63 and 3.
the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 3. I have tried the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart.
So how come the churches don't read that? Huh? He said he's going to stain his garments and trample them. And his garments shall be spilled with their blood, huh?
Like you tread the winepress.
Right. That's gonna manifest itself. That's coming.
Church don't read that because it's love, love. He coming with love,
Right.
love, love.
Exactly.
Lollipops and kissing babies.
Right.
He even said he coming with a sword. He ain't come to bring peace.
That's right.
So
Right.
why they not reading that? as
Why are they
well?
not reading that?
That's
Huh?
in the New Testament.
Yeah.
Right. Understand? So, but we know why. So this is the real deal. Was that it?
Nah.
Okay, go ahead.
For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come.
Right. So the year of his redeemed. So there is going to be a time that the redeemed, which is Israel, is going to come forward. Right? That's in his last days.
Come.
And so we have, all right, this is the end of the class, because it's almost 3 o'clock, and that's all the time they give us.
Come.
We need at least one more hour, but nevertheless, we thank the Most High. All praise to the Yahweh Ba'asham, Mashiach Yahweh Shai,
Come.
the water.
Come.
Okay.
Once again, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to the Most High Yahweh. You can watch our videos at HCE Reloaded or Hebrew Chose Elect 2. Unfortunately, they shut down our original channel. If you would like to give alms or free will offerings, you can give a free will offering at Hebrew Chosen Elect, hashtag Hebrew Chosen Elect or Cash App. And we meet here every Saturday from 12 to 3 p.m. Rose Hill Community Center at 19 Lamson Lane, classroom 110B. And if you'd like to fellowship with us, we love to have you. We sharpen the sword with you and get everybody ready for the kingdom. You know what I mean? And once again, I give all praise, glory, and honor to the Most High Yahweh in the name of His Son, Yahweh Shai. Kum Shalom! Kum Shalom! Kum Shalom! Hashem Yahweh Shai!
Okay, Amadi Wapanya Kudam.
No bad.